Hello and welcome to WICT. My name is Carrie Engelbrecht and I am the Membership Director for the WICT Heartland chapter. This webinar is part of our chapter's new member onboarding program. Our goal is to introduce you to WICT and our chapter, let you know the benefits your membership provides and how and where to find those benefits, as well as how to get engaged with other members, connect with us on social media, and get involved in the chapter overall. So let me go ahead and share my screen and then we will jump right into the webinar. So we're going to talk a little bit about WICT, and then the touchstones of leadership, a little bit about our Heartland chapter, an introduction to our board, talk about the membership benefits, as well as engagement and how to get engaged in the chapter. So a little bit about WICT. WICT is the oldest and largest professional association serving women and men in the cable media industry. We have over 10,000 members, and our chapters, we've got 24 chapters, domestic and international. So we've got a really wide reach and lots of members. The touchstones of leadership is really the foundation in which WICT is built upon. So it's really what we keep in mind when we put together programming or in-person events. They're usually centered around one of these touchstones. So the know yourself and what you stand for and where you're headed, communicate with passion and poise in writing and in person, listen with more than just your ears, connect to your peers, your industry, and everything around you, be a catalyst and set the wheels of change in motion, be fearless and confident in your convictions as you take risks and bring others along, inspire and others will follow. So you'll hear a lot more about these in the future with your WICT membership and lots of the in-person programming events that we put together. Our Heartland chapter is very unique in that we cover a large geographical area. So our footprint includes Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. So what we've done from a membership's perspective is put together a committee made up of what we call market champions. So we've got an individual that's located in each of our major markets that acts as the champion for WICT for that area. So we've got Brevard Frazier in Omaha, Stephanie Walker in Tulsa, Rachel Anderson in Oklahoma City, Jennifer Pritchard in Wichita, and Sherry Harrison in Arkansas. So you may not be familiar with these ladies yet, but you will be hearing from them in the coming months. They'll be reaching out and introducing themselves to you, maybe giving you some information about WICT in the local market there that you're sitting in, and maybe even invite you to upcoming events in that local area. Our chapter board sits all across the footprint. And our current president is Ann Harris. Our vice president is Terry Rice. And then I'm not going to go through the others, but just so you can put a face with the name, if you know any of these members or these board members, or if you run into them, let them know that you're a new WICT members. They would love to have a conversation with you, and make sure they know that you want to be invited to the next cool thing we have going on so that you can attend. Our membership benefits, there are so many benefits available to you as a member. So the WICT Global website, which we're going to cover in just a few minutes, has a lot of resources, but we as a chapter also have our own website and resources available to you as a member anytime. We try to do as many in-person events as possible throughout the region. We are dedicated to having a Cocktails and Connections in each major market once a year, which is really just a networking event that we do. We also have committed to having one in-person programming event in each major market every year. Beyond that, we have an award-winning mentoring program that is so detailed and so targeted. There's so much that goes into pairing up mentees with mentors. It's actually how I originally got involved with WICT. We have guest speakers. We do a leadership panel at least once a year. We do webinars, and then we always have a book club going on at any given time. So these are just a few of the things that you can look forward to with your membership. As far as engagement goes, I know that you're new to WICT right now, but there may come a time that you want to be more involved with our chapter. We have committees for communications, mentoring and professional development. Membership has a committee made up of our market champions, and then programming also has a committee where we've got one person that sits in each of our major markets. There's just a few other pieces of information I wanted to highlight. You should have received a welcome letter from our president. There's a lot of great information in there, including links to our website, so be sure to reference that. You'll receive a quarterly newsletter from our WICT Heartland Gmail account, or it may come from Constant Contact. I'm not sure exactly how it'll show up in your box, but it will come quarterly. So be sure you add us to your address book so you don't miss out on any of those important communications that we send. We are also on Facebook and LinkedIn, so be sure to like our page and connect with us there. If you have questions, you're welcome to send them as a message to us on either one of those social media platforms, or you can reach out to any of our board members, market champions, or myself directly. I'm happy to help. And then I love feedback. We love feedback. This is a really new element to our onboarding program, so if you've got any feedback, tips, tricks, advice, suggestions, I'd love to hear them, so please feel free to reach out. You can connect with us again, like I said, through our WICT Heartland on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and then our website as well. And then I've included my information for you so that you can reach out to me if you'd like. This is what our Facebook page looks like, so make sure you like us on Facebook. We do keep all of our upcoming events and any cool information or things that we've got going on our Facebook page, as well as we try to upload pictures from our in-person events as we can. This is our LinkedIn page, so connect with us there, and we try to do the same thing with LinkedIn, provide all of our upcoming events and any other interesting information that we have for things going on, or things that we think that our members might be interested in. So feel free to check that out as well. And then just one more thing before we end, I want to share my desktop again and walk you guys through what the website looks like. So let me share this. Now this is the WICT global website, so it's wict.org. When you log in, you're going to find a couple of things I'm going to point out here. There's a lot of information on here, and you're welcome to check any of that out. But just a few key things I wanted to point out. Under Member Tools, you've got access to print your WICT membership card, or just view it if you'd like. The research and advocacy that WICT does is second to none. They have been collecting data since 2003 for what they call their PAR initiative. So there are some really interesting facts and statistics there that are available for you to research or take a look at if you're interested. The other thing I wanted to show you is the WICT Connects under the Member and Chapter Services segment. If you click on this, it will take you here to the to give you access to click on this WICT Online Learning Library. Once you click on that link, you will be at the page where you can see all of the pre-recorded webinars. So anything that's been done in the past, you have access to play it back anytime you'd like. Also, WICT does a leadership conference each year that they hold in New York, and after the conference, they provide recorded versions of all of the breakout sessions that they can. So anything you want to look at from previous leadership conferences is available in this center column here. So that is it really for the WICT global website, which is the wict.org. And the last thing I wanted to go over is our WICT Heartland website, which is wict-heartland.org. And if you click on this events tab when you get to our page, you'll see all of the upcoming events here. Now, this is something you're going to want to check back often because some of our events require that you register in advance. So right now we're in the middle of an 8-part webinar series that where we collaborated with 9 other chapters across WICT, and we all chipped in to try to provide some really good quality programming to all of our members. The only thing is that you do have to register in advance because the speaker sends out a unique link to each attendee. So this is where you can find the information on the upcoming events. If you click on these, you'll see additional information about the topics and anything else that you might need to be aware of before the event happens, as well as the link to RSVP or register in advance. So that's pretty much it for the onboarding webinar. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to go through this with me today, and we are so happy to have you, and welcome to WICT.